Hello everyone, welcome back to the iRacing channel. Another guide series for season 4. We're going to stick with the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup, and this week we're at Watkins Glen International Classic Boot Track. New track for me, so I'm just getting used to kind of the minimum apex speeds, but all the braking points are going to be the same. Just got to find a bit of speed somewhere around here. So without further ado, pits on the right hand side, entry out the last corner. First braking point, 300-yard marker, hit the brakes hard. You want to get it down into third gear, start to turn, hit the apex. You can go wide here, very wide without even getting a 1x. So use all the track you can, look, just don't go on the grass, that is the 1x. You can go flat all the way through here, but if you want to be consistent and safe, come off the accelerator here ever so slightly, start to turn left, up to the next curb, get back on the accelerator at this part of the curb to full throttle and feed it through the bridge. Nice long straight all the way down, good overtaking opportunity if you get a good run through. And then at the end of this lap I'll show you that you can go flat through there, but you'll see how difficult it is and how dangerous, and it's just not worth it for the race. So your braking point coming up here, need to be left hand side just before the start of this bit up barrier here. Hit the brakes down into fourth, careful over the crest, it doesn't settle the car. Nice tight middle line round here. At the second curb, start the second curve here, start to get the acceleration back on, feed it round and accelerate through over to the right hand side. Hit the brakes just as you come in level with this black barrier here at the end of the back barrier. Down into third, late apex. Just feed it down the hill, don't get too strong on the accelerator on the throttle because the back end will come round you. Over to the left hand side, difficult corner this one. Brake at the 200, down into third gear, stay in the middle of the track and you'll see a track on the road, there it is. Follow that track round, all the way around, start feeding up the hill, short shift to fourth if you have to on cold tyres. The rear will rotate on you if you are too heavy on that right foot. Stay on the left hand side, brake about 250 just before the 200. You're going downhill, watch the lockups. I brake into second to get myself a bit of rotation, but you can do it in third if you're confident. Over to the left hand side, difficult braking points here. So here is a piece of fence. Just as that disappears from my screen, I say and one. Then brake, down into second, follow the black line on the track. Nice tight late apex, short shift to third, watch the rear come around you again. Come off the accelerator hard, basically, so just come off as quickly as possible. Start to turn in, don't touch the brakes, 200. On the apex, start to feed the throttle back in. Watch that curb, if you get your rear tire on there, it will send you spinning round. Black barrier here on the left hand side, that's your brake, stay in fourth gear, only just cutting speed off, hit the apex, get the power on early, slow in, fast out, ready for this straight again. So what I'll do now is I'll show you how difficult it is to go flat. I don't even think I think I'd lose about 5% of my throttle. So as I said, you can use all the track here, look, out there, back in before the grass. Now watch my telemetry. Watch how difficult my steering is. I'm just tail sliding all the way through here. It's a big drift. You're going to overheat your tyres, but if you can do it, you can do it. Fair play, but to be nice, safe and consistent, I'd stick with the first method. As always, chase cam, just to show the lines. Brake at 300, hit the apex. Look how wide you can go here. You can go even wider than this if you have to. Just don't hit the grass. Again, nice safe method through here is coming off the accelerator here, back on here, and not just feed the car through. You'll get a nice good run, good slipstream, very useful as well if you're behind the car to do it that way. Gives you some leeway, some room, so you don't have to be bumping into something through the bridge because that'd be catastrophic. Brake at the barrier, down into fourth gear, middle of the track, second curb there, start to feed the power back on. Accelerate through over to the right hand side, down into third gear at the end of this black barrier. Late apex, going down the hill, just keep the throttle on to keep the car accelerating down the hill. Then short shift to fourth if you have to, but get the power on as soon as possible. Braking at 200, stay in the middle of the track. Follow this nice replaced tarmac. Over to the left hand side, short shift to fourth up the hill if you have to because of less grip. Stay to the left hand side, brake 250, downhill, just be careful, into second if you need it to rotate, third if you can do it, over to the left hand side. Remember the fence on the left hand side, and one brake. down in second gear, follow the black line round, nice and tight late apex, short shift to third, watch the rear stepping out, over to the right hand side, come off the accelerator at the 200, turn in, back on the accelerator, no need to touch the brakes, use all the track, over back to the left hand side, black curb, brake into fourth, over to the left hand side and accelerate through to the finish. As always, thank you very much. Another series that's doing really well. Appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave any feedback in the comments. I always love to hear from you, and I'll catch you on the track sometime. Keep safe, drive well, and I'll see you next week.